a short PowerPoint with the promised video. And at the end of the presentation, I'd like to do a short interactive to show you exactly what it is we're talking about. So to start off, next slide. So training comes in many forms. You've seen some examples of some highly interactive training on a small scale. This is directed toward a bit of a larger scale for not only training, but troubleshooting, assembly, and everybody understands what a technical publication is. If you've read the instructions in your laundering machine, then you understand how everybody just skips over everything and reads looks at the pictures, regardless of what you're looking at. Technical publishing hasn't changed or the way we assimilate technical publishing hasn't changed in a number of decades. If you take the example of these three images here you see on screen, there are approximately 60 years spanned between the objects they represent, but it's all being presented in much the same way. Next. So, because technical publications must be concise and must consider information in a very specific way, does that mean these are technical publications? Don't judge a book by its cover. Just because it doesn't have call-outs and fancy words, it can be just as effective. So the creation of technical publications has evolved as well, much paralleling the technology that creates the product the publications explain. So if you trade pens for mice and you trade the storage mechanism from flat files to hard drives, you've covered the last 50 years of evolution in technical publications. They're always read, and whether it's paper or touch screens, the information is always disseminated the same way. So it's our belief that it's time to change this. So humans interact with their environments in 3 dimensions. The benefits of 3D over 2D information are myriad, and I'm not about to go into that here. But if you've done anything recently online, such as car shopping, you've probably browsed a 3D representation of the vehicle you intend to buy. Not everybody gets the entertainment experience of this fellow in the middle here. He's having a good time. But 3D is becoming more and more accessible. That third example there is something I think any of you who have children in the 5 to 10-year-old range need to look into. Crayola has popularized this. They sell coloring pages, and your child or your friend's child can color the pages, put it in front of an iPad after they download this application, and the pages come to life right in front of them. And to see their eyes reacting to this is incredible. 3D data is everywhere. Yesterday, we needed a supercomputer to access this data. Today, your 5-year-old and an iPad. So more and more consumers are expecting to interact with this data, and the interaction couldn't be easier. Go ahead. So does anyone, by show of hands, does anyone not understand how to use a touch screen? So I think we can skip this slide. They're ubiquitous. They're everywhere in your pocket. Do we have soy? Do we have noise? That's fine. So if you look at the screens, we have a small demo we've worked up using some immersive interactive 3D. So this is a very simple 3D instruction manual, but the fact that you're able to move the parts around, spin them around, interact with them, go forward, go backward, and literally as if the object was in your hand. So special thanks to our partner UBT for the allowance of that video. So what Product 918 has done is we've partnered up with some people that will help us bring this thing to market. UBT on the technical side, and some friends of ours that have managed to patent this process of immersive 3D. Okay? So apologies, this is a little out of order. The evolution of parts to support 3D is the similar story, but what we've done is we've gone from wooden first prototypes that you could maybe hold in your hand after a few months to these guys over here printing parts in a few days. But wouldn't it be nice if during the design phase of your part, your system, your assembly, if before you even went to prototype, you got it in the hand of the user in order to test and understand their feedback from the back end. That feedback loop is important and one that's commonly not used effectively in today's engineering. Okay. So basically, the 3D data you already have, everything supporting all the objects you currently train on, can be imported and used for this secondary purpose. Whether it's an introduction of a new product, introduction of a new process, or situational training. All right. So the virtual 3D representations can be from any source. We'll accept your traditional CAD. We can create CAD. Next slide. And because the user can interact with this, they can turn it around and look at it from their own point of view and watch as these assemblies occur. So I think here I'm going to take a moment and fire up our interactive demo, and just hang with us for 30 seconds. It's ready. Have we got? It sees the monitor. No. It's good. Ah, that's a good sign. I'm sorry. I can't get it to flare. Oh, this is amazing. No, I'm sorry. We'll have to pick up the interactive another time. Thank you very much.